What's up, everybody? Yeah, but anyway, let me tell you about these 3 scary days in jail. I got arrested when I was a little bit younger. No figure, huh? A nigga got arrested, and they came to my house. I'm not gonna say the charges because I don't want to incriminate myself, no shit like that, But they came to the nigga house. They said, "We know you're in it, nigga. Come on out." And I was like, "Oh fuck, they got me." You know what I mean? "Don't try to run, nigga. We'll call Rin Tin Tin on your ass." So I was like, "Oh shit, I don't want Rin Tin Tin taking a chunk out my ass, especially when I have to go in jail, So I thought it was a joke or whatever, but it was real. They put my ass in the back of the police car, All I thought they were gonna do was just whoop a nigga ass, throw him by a dumpster. You learn your lesson? Yes sir, I learned my lesson, not to fuck with a white man, But no, it didn't happen like that. It took me to the damn jail cell or whatever. I was in there by myself in the holding tank, the processing tank or whatever. And when I was in that motherfucker, I laid down and decided to take a nap for like a few minutes, Sitting there by myself. I was like, hey, nobody's my asshole is safe, from all kind of ravages and savages, you know what I mean? And I heard the bitch say, the processing police was like, he better not get too fucking comfortable. And right when I heard that, my ass woke up like, oh shit. What that bitch mean by that? I mean, do they allow raping in this jail or what, I didn't know what the fuck that meant, but as soon as she said that, here come another prisoner, So I'm thinking, this is how it goes. They catch a motherfucker off the street, they put him in the jail cell, they process him out, then they give him his uniform. So they caught this big white motherfucker with no teeth and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm bracing myself, cause I have to, fight this motherfucker, But inside my heart, I'm kind of racing, So he told me, oh, I'm in here because I broke probation. And he broke probation. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been running with the carnival, and I've been on the run with the carnival and the circus in town, and I used to do meth and shit, but I'm with the circus. They caught me at a circus. Oh, okay. Oh wow, that's the way to get caught, run with the carnies. But anyway, next motherfucker come in, and he's a motherfucking manslaughter convicted. He got convicted of manslaughter. So my heart really get to thumping, So I'm sitting there, what you do? Shit, man, I ain't do no but gouge a motherfucker eyes out, piss on a nigga teeth, slit his windpipe, They're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I just killed somebody. Okay. So I'll get up, take a piss, because my nerves are getting to me. I get up, start pissing everywhere. So it wasn't so bad. There was only 2 people in the holding tank with me, and I thought these motherfuckers in the prison were gonna be like real sadistic when it came to bunking me with a roommate. They gave me the motherfucker on probation as a roommate. You know what I mean? They didn't give me the motherfucking killer. Damn, a nigga won't get no sleep. You know what I mean? But anyway, when it's time for me to go to court, this is how I fucked up and ended up going. I ended up sleeping in that motherfucker for 3 days. I had 1 day to do it and get my court. I can get bonded out or whatever. So I was in there, I'm sitting there tough. I'm all big and shit in that motherfucker. Yeah, I wish a motherfucker would. So it's all right. Everybody get on there. They go to court. They call everybody's name. Yada yada yada. So I'm sitting there waiting. It's all right. Bring in the folks from the back. I'm looking like the folks from the back. What you mean? I thought it was like 5 people in there with us. I'm like, okay, cool. I can handle 5 people. But when he said bring in the folks from the back, I was like, oh shit, they got some monsters out there. You know what I mean? So it's like 30 motherfucking niggas come out of nowhere. I mean, motherfucker with dreads, gold teeth. I wish a motherfucker would. Yeah, nigga, crip set, nigga, killer, motherfucker. I'll blow a motherfucker head off, man. Fuck the judge, fuck a white man. I'll kill any nigga in this motherfucker. I wish you would step to me. I'm on a bench like this. And then my goddamn heart's like, starting to skip and shit. I mean, I couldn't handle that shit, you know. I'm a nigga, but I'm not a fully, you know. I can hang with the niggas, but that shit scared me, you know. So they're in there loud mouth and talking and shit, you know, talking and shit all loud about killing niggas, Crip this, blood that, yada yada yada, you know. Everybody getting naked, putting on their uniform and shit. They don't give a fuck. They make you get naked right in front of everybody. So what happened was, you know, it had got hot. We're waiting for the bus to come. They cut the air off. We're in this big ass cell and they cut the air off. They do this shit on purpose. Now there's a dude in there with a heart condition. He was like, yo man, cut the air on, man. It's hot, man. My heart condition. He said, we already gave that nigger his medicine. Shut up. So I'm like, fuck, man. So my heart is racing so fast, I start to feel like I'm finna faint in that motherfucker. Now the niggas are loud talking and shit and yelling and screaming and, you know, typical nigga shit. So what I do is I gotta think fast. I said, I cannot fucking pass out in here. I cannot become booty bait. You know what I mean? So what happened was I thought real fast. I said, hey, guard, open this motherfucking door up. It's hot in here. And I'm finna pass out. When I said that shit, everything got quiet. Everybody looked at me. And I was like, did I just make the biggest motherfucking mistake of my life? Then they turned around and said, you know what? Yeah, he's right. Open the door up in there. I was like, woo! I got the niggers on my side. Woo! I got a little relief, you know, because that shit could have went the wrong way. And I could have been like, he's a pussy motherfucker, you know, pussy motherfucker. He slit his throat, you know what I mean? They could have slit my throat open and pulled my balls out, you know, and then they could have used my intestines for beef jerky. I didn't want that shit, you know. So what happened was, you know, they opened the gate up. When they opened the gate up, they put me and like 5 other people in a smaller room. I was like, whoop, I can handle being around 5 small niggas, you know, instead of 100 niggas talking about Crip blood, kill a motherfucker, fuck a white man, fuck this, you know what I mean? But still, my heart wouldn't come down, you know? My mind was coming down, but my heart was still fucking racing. I was like, yo, man, I'm finna black out. So, goddamn, they opened the damn cell up, a nigga fell straight on the motherfucking floor. I said, that's the worst thing you could do in motherfucking prison, man. Yeah, man, that was it, man. But, you know, I got my shit together, you know? They made me spend a whole nother fucking day in there. And then, you know, that was it, man. Nigga had got a ring. I mean, got a bond, got bonded out, man. But more of the story is, don't go to jail passing out. You know, it's not a good look. I mean, if your heart is racing, you know, and you're scared, do something that the thugs do. You know, don't be throwing no fingers up and shit like that. You know. Do something, you know, most niggas, you know, can blend in, you know, with that Jabberwocky talk, you know, they, you know, just start talking loud, you know. When you talk loud to a nigga, make them feel comfortable, because it make them feel like they're at home, you know, like in the Samoan Getty, you know what I mean? Y'all be cool.